Is this how you shade eyes? Very 2018 Gacha. Well, there's a little... no, don't shade like this. It's ugly. So, like, here's a little tutorial for you noobs out there. So, what you're gonna use is dip pen fade, or any pen. You're gonna start, like, with the color you use for blush, and add blushes on the eye. Like, before you add the whites, add the blush as the base color, because it just adds. Also, don't use black for line art. Just, yeah. I like it. See that I don't use it because it makes my art look bad, and yeah. Also, color your line art. Like, that adds a lot. Like, tiny details. It's about the tiny details. See, like, that instantly makes it look a bit better than the green eye puke. Now, we're gonna want to go with a desaturated white. So, like, not a pure white, just, like, make it a bit yellow. Then make it a bit gray. And you have this beautiful baby. Now, make sure that you won't fill in, like, the entire pink color. Because, yeah, we're gonna need that. And use this to, like, add this here. Just for, like, to make it look adorable. Okay, that's better. Now we're gonna add our shadow. Okay, now that looks better. We're gonna add the circle of the eye. So, I want to use, like, usually before I start, let's add a base color, which is gonna be this orangey color. Okay, now that we've added our base color, we're gonna blur it a bit. Then with airbrush trapezoid, we're gonna add our base color in. I'm gonna use a very desaturated color just because it's gonna look cute. Probably. I am not sure. Now go back to dip pen fade and secure everything with a shade. Okay, now color hue shifting. Let us hue shift to make this look much better. Like, you can see, like, it's a tiny difference, and usually it just depends on how you shade, but this is how I shade eyes, just to make them look very kind of adorable looking. And going back here and make it a bit darker. Also, lower the opacity when you're using the brushes, because it helps. It helps out a ton. Now you're gonna add, like, a circle in the middle. Make sure that your eye mixes or blends in well. Then boop and boop. You're gonna want to color in the insides. But usually, the way you shade eyes depends on the person, and this is just my process on shading eyes. So you don't have to exactly follow what I do, you just have to figure it out yourself. Now we're gonna take some blue and add a bit of highlight color. There. Now I'm gonna take the opposite of the green, so let's have, like, a very light purple and add another layer. Put it on the top as a reflection light. Then after that, we can just blur some parts of our liner just to make it look more softer. Or if you wanted to, you can put these all in one layer and do a bit of rendering. Rendering is my favorite process when drawing because it helps a ton when it helps a lot when it comes to art. Also, just to see the process of how it's gonna look in the end is just very satisfying. So as you can see, I'm cleaning it up a bit just to make it look proper and clean. Gotta love me some clean art. I'm also gonna add some tiny lashes on the insides just to make it look much more pretty. Then some lashes are heading out of the eye, just to make it look nicer. And a little bit of orange in the corner of the eye, so I'm going back with my brush here. Then color pick, and you add orange on the corner here, just to make it look nicer. Make the orange a little bit saturated. After that, we're gonna add blue again, and add a bit of shine here on the edge of the eyes, just to make it look much more pretty. And for eyebrows, usually I go with like a muted color, just to form the base shape of the eyebrow, then go with the darkest color. Then just shape it out to your desired shape, or clean it. And yeah, it's really that simple. And yeah, goodbye. Oh, my nose is itchy.